Nigel, 1-1 and another gruelling battle against Stevenage, as is typical in recent years. Are you wholly satisfied with the point on the whole?
Yeah, I think having gone 1-0 down with 15-20 minutes to go, to break them down and get the goal of the quality that we did, very pleasing. Not happy with the goal we conceded. Thought it was a foul on Stephen McLaughlin in the build-up to the corner, and then we thought it was a block in the penalty area as well. We keep saying that we keep being told that referees are sort of now getting to grips with these, and they've been trained to look for the blocks and things like that. There's no excuse for the foul on Stephen McLaughlin. I think he pushed him, and then he was on the floor and he kicked him. That's a foul. But there was a few today difficult to explain.
Looking at the first half, it was tight, wasn't it? Yeah. They don't give you much.
No, they don't. That's why they're the way they are in the league. And they'll be, I think, very disappointed having got that 1-0 ahead, because they usually cling on and hang on to those. But I thought we started first 20 minutes or so, good 25 minutes. I thought we were playing. The two midfielders were getting on the ball and getting us started. And I thought we showed some good stuff. And then I think certainly at the start of the second half, they were in the ascendancy. But we felt as though we dealt with just about what they had, everything to throw at us, and we're working our way back into the game, and then we don't get the free kick and it leads to the corners.
Just going back to the start of play, you started with Will Evans on the left side and Tyler Roberts as the lone man up top.
Yeah, that's Will can do a job on the left for us, no problem at all, and Tyler with his hold-up play is ideal in that position as well, and to battle away with their two very, very good big centre-halves. And again, it's another good 60 minutes into his legs. Just can't wait till he gets fully fit. Honestly, really looking forward to seeing him in a few weeks' time when he's up to speed. Same with Joe Gardner. I've seen him for 60 minutes against Harrogate, did really well. 45 minutes today again. It's like getting two new players.
In that first 45, did it look like if you were going to get something, it was going to come from Tyler Roberts?
Probably, yeah. Always, in the build-up play and everything. I thought we had some good build-up play down the left-hand side. I thought we got into 3 or 4 great crossing positions and wasted. I think Will chipped one over the bar and then crossed one early when he could have taken it in. Nathan wasted a corner, and then Fraser he could have driven in with one from the byline and decided to cross it first time. So we just didn't make good enough decisions in and around the penalty area.
Was that the best opportunity of the first 45? George Maris heading narrowly wide from Lewis Reed's cross from the right.
Yeah, it was a good chance, but we should have created more but we made those poor decisions. Certainly from crossing areas, or the quality wasn't good enough. So you're going to have to score or do something special, I think, to get a goal against them.
You couldn't quite get further enough up the pitch, could you? But they defend their box so well.
Incredibly well, and they hold a reasonably high line. I'd say the back four is the strongest in the league, and their defensive record, I think, supports that. So with the lads we had missing today, when you're going into it with no Hendry, no Cargill, no Bolton, no Oates, no Osher-Larger, no Hewitt, I didn't think they got too many injuries when I looked at their squad.
At the break, you made a couple of changes.
Yeah, Fraser's on a yellow card. It was a yellow card as well. Sliding in and caught the lad late. And we're always concerned then, one sort of shirt pull, one missed time tackle and he's off. And you certainly can't afford to go down to 10 men against Stevenage. So we've got Macca on the bench. Didn't think he was brilliant, actually, second half. He's got to do better than that. And then George Maris just feeling his hamstring a little bit. He was touch and go starting today. Once again, it's no risk really when we get Joe on.
Let's speak about the 2 goals. I know you mentioned them earlier, but in a bit more depth. Firstly, Stevenage's from a corner on 70. You must be so disappointed with that, because you sounded the warning in midweek about how good they were from set pieces. Yeah, but as I say, if he gives the foul in the build-up on Stephen McLaughlin, it doesn't get to the corner. And then we think there's a block also in the penalty area, which we would hope that the referee would see. But they are very, very strong and very dangerous from them. And most teams have struggled this season. They do, especially when Stevenage score first.
Yeah, that's it. And usually they'll be, I think, banking on going home with a 1-0. And it's ironic, really, that our goal came from one of their corners as well.
Yeah, because that might have gone in, that one. But from there on, you went on to get a point, a very valuable point.
Yeah, Liam Roberts, as well as Joe Gardner, his distribution. He's been absolutely fantastic since the day he walked in the door with everything, not just his ability on the pitch, but to bowl one out that he did, roll it out, and then Joe to run 3/4 the length of the pitch. Highlight of the day, without doubt.
Yeah, a great assist from Roberts, and Gardner taking the ball, 15 yards from the halfway line and galloping, as you say, three quarters of the pitch or what have you.
Yeah, well, that's his strength, running with the ball, and you see when he does get hit, he gets away from people, he's positive with it. We saw it against Harrogate on Tuesday night. Delighted he's fit again after, how long ago was it in Sligo when he got injured? Yeah, a couple of months or so. So delighted he's back on the pitch, and I think it'll do his confidence a world of good, that.
After that long bursting run, he still had much work to do, because the way he struck it, he really had to adjust his body position right, didn't he?
Oh, brilliant. And, if you're looking at that as a defender or goalkeeper and you're saying, what could we have done? There's not a lot, really. It is an excellent finish, the way he's just curled it in and nearly took the roof off the place, I think, and gave us that impetus, I thought, to try and get the winner.
Was that still the aim after that, to get 3 points?
Yeah, well, the one Aaron Lewis has just deflected. He said it was literally inches from the far post, and then we're still trying to win it.
Final reflections on today, Nigel, because overall that does seem like a really hard-fought point.
It is, especially on the back of the disappointment at Wycombe last week, which was the poorest we've played this season. I think to get a point against one of the top teams in the league is a good response, and look forward now to Port Vale next week.
Prior to the game today, let's just rewind the clock, if we may, for a moment, because Lee Gregory was brought out onto the pitch for a final speech to the supporters and a final wave or what have you, after announcing his retirement yesterday from football after a distinguished career in the EFL.
We're so, first of all, grateful to have had the opportunity to work with him in the period that we did, and he's had made such an impression and an impact on the supporters and everything. Strange, because he started here all the years ago as a youngster, and then he finished his career. It's sad, because we would have loved him on the pitch, but ultimately it's the right decision. He's 37, he's tried everything for the last 8 months, injections, work in the gym, and his knee's just not quite up to playing professional football. So I think with his children and everything, he's going to be playing tennis, sports with them for the next 10 years, whatever he's going to do, and that's the most important thing.
What do you have to say about his career?
Oh, he's wonderful. I think he's had the maximum he could from his career because of his quality and his work rate, and he's played a lot of games, in the Championship, the most of his career coming from lower leagues, and I think he'll look back with and rightly so, a great deal of pride.
Finally, any players who weren't involved today likely to return for Port Vale?
Don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know. I just see the 6 of them walking around down there. You think back to Callum Hendry, how well he was playing a few weeks ago, how influential and important he was. Sorry, Callum Hendry, Regan Hendry. I always call him Callum. He's the lad at MK Dons, wasn't it?
I called him Stephen the other week.
Stephen, yeah. Oh right. Well, I've not seen him play snooker. How influential he was for us, and to lose him at such an important time, and then Bailey as well, and Luke Bolton. It's the blows for us, but the lads are, like today, battling away.
Thank you.
Thank you.